Hi guys, wait, which one? 10 here. How is everybody? Last night, let's see, what did we do? We came home. We went to Canadian Tire to get the cats some treats, and I got myself a couple of snacks. One was buttered popcorn. The other one is cheesies, but they look like popcorn. And they're from Humpty Dumpty. And then we went to Harvey's, which is a burger place here, and got something to eat. Luckily, I had been looking through some gift cards that I knew I had, and I had gone through and seen how much was on all of them. But then I did it again because it was a while since I did that, and I wasn't sure that the amounts were right. One of them I was surprised with how much there was. So, as I said, we went out, we got something to eat. Then we came home. Yeah, then we came home. Then our friend Donna came upstairs to give me the stuff that I had given her for the costume, to give that back, and she sat here for a bit. And after she left, I fell asleep. And I woke up, I think, for a little bit, and then I went back to sleep. So I slept 90% of last night. That's what I did. Now I'm looking around to see. Okay, let's hope I have enough. Because if not, then I've got to find my little glue gun. Okay. Ah, I see it. All right. We're good. We're good. Yeah, so I slept. I woke up and then I went back to bed. Interesting evening. This evening, what have I been doing? Printing out the pictures from Halloween at work and then putting them in the album. So that's all done. So I figure I would do the other tree that I was talking about. And then I found out one of the girls at work is leaving. I was going to open this up and put a picture that hubby and I took in here. But I sealed this. I mean, part of this is coming out. But the rest of it's, yeah. I used Gorilla Glue. So I mustn't have put much on this side. So I'll have to re-glue that. So I still might give it to her, but I want to embellish it some more. Yeah. So I'll get to it here. I've been thinking about crafting. I'm thinking about it, but then I don't do it. I just think about it. And then that's the way it is. Writing. I have a few stories. No, they're in the other room. I started another one today. I think I like it. I'm not sure. How's everyone been? Ow, how was your day? Mine? The start to my day really got me in the mood. I'm not talking about once we were at work. I'm talking before I even got there. I was ticked off. Now we were having a problem in one of the bus shelters, not close to here, a bit of ways, with certain people using it as a washroom. Okay. So that stopped. And OC Transpo has been making more of an effort to keep that one clean, which is much appreciated. So this morning, we go across the street to ours, and I go to sit in my usual spot on the bench, and someone's shorts, and I do mean shorts, you know, those Adidas kind, satiny, whatever type, are on the ground. So I'm ticked off. I don't want you doing this in my bus shelter. So with my shoe, I'm kicking it because there's about this much space between the cement and the piece of glass in the shelter. There's about that much space. So I'm kicking it with my foot underneath that. And once I get finished doing that, the smell wafts out. Whoever it was had shat themselves. I look at my shoe. Luckily, there's nothing on it. Now, I carry with me a small... Do I have any here? No. A small little pump spray bottle for the other one, because I was tired of not being able to sit in there. So it's stuff we use at work. And I had mentioned to the client that I had put some in a bottle strictly for when, if we went there and it smelled, I would use it. It's industrial odor killer. It didn't kill that odor this morning, unfortunately. So I stood out in the rain. And yeah, I was not impressed. So that's, bus comes, we get on it. We're getting closer to this one stop. Now there is a guy who we call Elvis. And if anybody sees that one move that Elvis would make, where, you know, karate move or something, and he'd go like this. Well, this guy does that sometimes. So that's why we call him Elvis. So he's not on the bus all the time, and I believe he lives in a halfway house. But he has issues. And I have in the past wondered what brought him to that space. But anyways, so we're getting closer to that stop. Hubby says, "Oh, what if Elvis is going to get on?" I looked at him, I said, "You had to say it." So we're getting close to it, and sure enough, he's there. He gets on. And I just keep shaking my head and saying to hubby, "You had to say it." Because when he gets on the bus, we don't get off at our regular stop. We go one more and get off and catch the bus before it would make the turn to the stop we usually wait at. This guy will try and come in and sit on the seat. Even if you're there, like he'll want you to move. And then he'll continuously ask you when the bus is coming. So we go to the other bus stop. That's fine. It's raining more now. We get on the bus when it comes, and then we go to the usual stop. He gets on the bus again. Okay, our buses, there's seats facing each other this way, and then you have seats here facing the front. I like to sit here facing the front of the bus. Hubby sits in these seats. So there's three. So there's hubby, a blank seat, and then Elvis. Hubby's not impressed. He doesn't like it. So I already know when we get to where we get our last bus, we're not going to be going across to our regular bus stop. We're going to be going 1.5 blocks, 2 blocks west to get the bus before it gets to the usual bus stop. So I'm not happy about that. I'm ticked off. So we do it. Not wanting to take a chance, we just went ahead and walked it. Seconds later, the bus going west passes us. Now, I've taken it before just to go the one stop, and we had joked about doing this. And because I walk slow, well, I try to walk fast, but I'm out of breath. Hubby's a very fast walker. So I'm ticked off because I have to do... Oh, no, that wasn't all. Wait a minute, let's back it up. I forgot. I need one more flower and I don't have it. There was Elvis on the second bus. Then this guy, not making no comment, this guy gets on. And then this woman who's gotten on before with her, what we call a granny cart. It's something you put your groceries in with the wheels. It's got a little flap on it and that. She gets on with that. Now, this person has the habit of ringing for a stop and not getting off. It drives me up the wall. So I'm waiting for her to do it, because I'm going to say something. She didn't, thank goodness. But she gets on, and where she wants to sit, this guy that got on is standing. Because a lot of people, they don't bother to put the seats down, they just stand. And so she's at the front of the bus, standing with her granny cart. And Elvis is sitting here, hubby's here, and there's the blank seat. And she's over here, standing. So Elvis starts yelling at her, or shouting at her, "Move, move it, move." So she goes and she sits down in the seat over here, facing. So the guy that's sitting here, who slaps his face every morning, he gets up and he goes to the back of the bus. Okay, so now we're back. We're 2 blocks down. Elvis is at the stop. Another gentleman that usually waits with us, he sees us walking, so he walks down there. So, did we get on? Yeah, so we were already in the bus when Elvis got on. And then we got off, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it was driving me insane. Like, I want to be at my own stop. But at first I thought he had had his medication. But when I heard him shouting at her, no, he didn't. And not only that, but he got up off his seat and he started doing his full impersonation of Elvis. He was blocking the entire way for someone to get on. Like, they could get on the bus, but they would have to push him out of the way to get to a seat. And hubby was, in his mind, he's thinking, if he doesn't move when I gotta get off, I'm moving him. But he moved. He went to the stop. We went 2 down just to avoid. I was not happy. Nope. So I'm hoping that he doesn't get on the bus tomorrow. Because I already said if he gets on it, I'm still going to go to my bus stop. And if he starts up, I'm going to say something. I mean, I don't know. He gets on the bus without paying too. And he always had a bus pass before. And he can get one now. But he decides not to. And that's another irritant. There are some bus drivers that when he goes to get on, he thinks by saying hello, they'll let him on. A couple of them have told him, you either pay or you get off my bus. And he's been happy. And he's gotten off the bus. But we end up paying because they don't pay. There's a lot of people who get on the bus and they go, ow, and they don't pay. And that is frustrating as you know what. So that's one reason why our bus pass may go up. And it's not fair. It's not fair at all. Even the students at the university, a lot of them get on at the back of the bus, and the driver keeps the door open. And it's what they call a front loading bus. And he'll let them on in the back. Like, you think that once people have gotten off, you close it, but there's some of them that don't. And as hubby says, the kids are laughing because they haven't had to use their bus pass and tap it. So, OC Transport complains that they're losing money. Well, talk to some of your drivers and maybe you won't be losing money. You know, them keep putting it on us. But there are a lot of people that get on without paying. A lot of people. And they go through the back door. And then you get the ones who will get on the front and they'll pretend like they're looking for their transfer, looking for their bus pass, and they know you don't have it, or they don't have it. Or you'll get the ones that'll say, especially at this point, like when it's just switching over next month, well, I put money on it. I don't know why. Everybody knows they didn't. They'll stand, some of them will stand there and keep searching and searching until they're stopped, and then they'll get off. I don't know. But yeah, so that ticked me off. So I'm hoping those shorts are not in there when we go to use the bus in the morning. That burned my finger. Okay. That's the one I wanted to do. There, one Spidey and all the skulls. That's what I wanted to do. So I've used up all my black. I have to put that somewhere. Cats can't get at it. Probably in the kitchen. So that's using up all my black flowers. I now have successfully used them all. And I still have a box of the teal and the pink, which aren't my colors. I don't know. I don't see me using them. I still have some of these guys left. That's cool. Canadian Tire has all of their Halloween stuff put away. All of it. And they've got all the downstairs where they had Halloween. They've got all the Christmas chocolates coming out. Upstairs they have their Christmas stuff out. I could take you through there. I don't know. On the weekend maybe. Just for us to get out. Today it was 18 plus this morning, which is in the 70s, 60s, something like that. But I still wore a sweatshirt and my winter coat because the last time they said it was that temperature, it was damp and it was cool. And I was glad I had both. So I just didn't do up my coat. Coming home, we still had a big Costco bag, so coats went in there. Hubby ended up putting his on because it clouded over. We had rain off and on this morning. But the temperatures, I was going outside. At the end of the day, I was going outside with just my t-shirt on. So it's like really wacko. It's cold, it's hot, it's cold, it's hot. This is when people get sick. But yeah, so that's this one. So that's where I've been. Other than that, I don't know what I've been doing. What did we do Saturday? Saturday we went to Costco to get hubby's medication, and my son went with us. Look over stuff that he might like to eat. The next time he goes there that he could get. Then, what did we do? Then we went to work and we took down the Halloween decorations. Then we came, did we come home? Because Friday night, what did we do? Friday we met up and I got him his bus pass. I filled it for the month. Then we went to Harvey's. Saturday we went to Costco. We went to our work. Then, what did we do? We went to our work. I know, wait a minute, we went there. We must have come home by cab. I know I paid for the car. Yeah, I think we came home by cab. And then my son went home. Why am I seeing us on a bus? Maybe that was Friday? I'm really confused. No, it wasn't Friday. It was Thursday. Thursday was Halloween, right? So it was Thursday. End of the month. We went to get our bus passes. I filled his. We went to Harvey's. Then we were coming home. We waited for the bus. Oh, I went in to get the wine for the altars. Then we were waiting. He decided to stay on the bus and go home. That's it. Okay. So what did we do? Okay, Saturday was the Costco and work and then home. Saturday we also did laundry. And I think I went through more stuff in the kitchen. I probably did, yeah. And my end table. I went through stuff in there and got rid. That felt good. I think that's about it that I can remember. That was my weekend. How was yours? Oh boy. What else? I finished The Witch. Yes, I did. Boy. But I'll show you the one I'm working on now. Okay. This is one of the ones that my sister from another mister, Tammy, sent me when we did our mystery swap. So I've done most of it. I started with the moon because it had the most of the same. And then I worked out from there. I have taken it to work twice to work on it, but I don't really get a chance to put much. But I got that much done so far. That was Sunday night. Monday at work, I think, and then Monday night. This is Wednesday, right? And then yesterday I took it to work and worked on some, but I didn't work on it at night. But so that's what I got so far. When I get down in here, this is why I start up there. As you can see, like the numbers in that are all over the place. So I will, like, knowing me, I will be hitting the spots like this here where it's all the same. Anywhere where there's a grouping that I can get them done, like in here, all the D's, I'll do those first. And over here it looks like V's. Then I'll go in and try and find all, because that's frustrating. when you know that there's some after you think you've gotten them all. That's already happened. And some of them, the grays are so close that I would just use whatever gray I had out and filled it in. But I am looking forward to seeing this finished. And a few people at work that looked at it were like, wow. So, and this is a 40 by 60. Yep. I did want to have the one of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier here, which was a personalized one. I did want that one done, I think it was last year. I wanted to get it done for Remembrance Day. And then I should have had it done for this one, but I'm not going to, obviously. And it makes me nervous because on one of the personalized ones, I didn't have enough of a gray. I think it was the first one I did, but because it was a tree trunk, I didn't worry. I just used another gray, and nobody will know. I wouldn't even know looking at it now where I used a different one. So that's my only hesitation about getting the personalized ones out and doing them right now. I would rather do these ones, although these ones could too, but I haven't had that problem. So anyways, thank you for dropping by. Again, I'll show you this. I could read one of the stories because they're short. So let me go grab one. This is The Shack. No bed for you to lay on. No pillow to rest your head. Hammer, nails, saw, and wood. Within the forest, beside a brook, it rises. From the blueprint in your mind, it comes alive. Away from the crowded streets of noise and confusion, here there is mystery and calm. A place none other will tread. A spot for you alone. Bugs and coyotes, owls in the moon. Sunlight fast approaches. Your dreams begin to fade. Another night forgotten. Another to never return. Kiss the wildflower below your cheek. Dance in the glorious sun. Soon your midnight will return. Humans will be on the run. Dagger in one hand, candle in another. The separation of night and day. Stoke your fire and feed your belly. Sleep is on the cusp. Lay upon the pine boughs. Drift away on sweet fragrance. Memories from the past. Gaze out from a handcrafted window to the million above in the sky. Be thankful inside the wooden dream. Alone and alive you are. That's okay. When I read these back, I'm like, what was I thinking? Because I almost got a Bigfoot feel there, but I'm not sure. Okay. We'll leave it at that. Again, thank you for joining me. Muchly appreciated. And I will try to be back tomorrow with something. I'll have to look and figure out what I can do next. But until then, from a dark Ottawa, ciao for now.